Hello chaps, welcome to a revision and messy room vlog, aka uni life in third term.
One kiss is all it takes, falling in love with me, possibilities, I look like all you need. One kiss is all it takes, falling in love with me, possibilities, I look like...
So, I have an exam in 2 days, so until then I'm going to be madly revising. But today is Monday and my exam paper gets released today. But I thought that I would sort of show you how I revise and like the process, the stress, the madness. Just so if it helps, you know, and you can share your revision tips with me, please, I need them. Hope it all goes well really. I'm a bit nervous for it, but at the same time I'm very much over it. I just want to get it over and done with so I can go for summer. Oh, on with the day. I'm so tired.
2 hours later.
So it's currently 6 in the AM. I haven't slept all night, shocker. And basically I just got back from the library like 2 in the morning, had a pizza and been revising since, which is basically my life in a summary. It's finally getting light outside. Oh, a bit too light for my liking actually. So yes, my room at the moment, I thought I'd give you a little tour of how it's looking because it is revision central and I hate it. Literally, I had to take down all like my clubbing photos and my posters and just replace it with revision notes, and it was just so symbolic it almost made me want to cry, which is tragic. So at the moment, the way I revise is I like to write it all down on paper and stick it up on the wall, and then I sort of stand looking at the wall like a mad woman and try and memorise it and just chant to myself and try and get it out. But I know people have their different ways to revise, but this is sort of my way to revise. So for example, you've got contract, so I break it down to like offer, termination, consideration, intention to create legal relations, and then like acceptance, blah blah blah, breach, all of that. And then within each one it's like, okay, like what is an offer, what is a case that says that, like, and what are all the different elements to it. Like breached, different ways it can be breached, yada yada yada. And then because it's in little chunks that are like bite-sized, I can memorise them really easily rather than just have like a big page of text. So I find like breaking it down rather than having big pages of text is much easier to memorise it. And obviously for like law exams you do need to know all the cases and the years and statutes and things. So if I literally were to just read a textbook or read like my PBL notes, which is like my seminar notes, it'd be bloody ridiculous, like I wouldn't get anything done. So neat like this, it just looks like very fabulous decor for the meantime, but it's only for a couple of days, so I can live with it. Oh, and also I thought I'd go into this even though some of you may not be interested, but for the limited amount that may possibly be, I'm just going to go into it anyway. So this is a specific way that I memorise, which is good for me, it might be good for you, don't know, try it. And basically it just sort of... it goes through all your senses to sort of get all the different ways of learning and combine them. So obviously, to make these notes in the first place, I've had to read the textbook, write it down, put it on the wall. So that's like step 1. Step 2 is so I'd like pick a sentence. So for example, joint tenancy. 4 unities must be present, possession, interest, time, title. So then I would be like, okay, like I read it out to myself and then I'd be like, okay, 4 unities must be present, possession, interest, time, title, and then I'd like say it back 1 or 2 times and I'd be like, okay, got it, and then I'd like move on, and then like I do that for each sentence, and then when I get to the end of like an A4 page or a topic, I like repeat back the whole like topic or the whole thing. So eventually you like, and you do that every time you finish a topic, so eventually you like recite the whole thing back. And then you sort of know it better. Like the things you do at the very start are always the things, well, I always put the things I'm really uncomfortable with at the start, because obviously by the time you get to the end, to the easier stuff, you've recited the harder stuff back like so many times, so you know it much better. And then basically, yeah, the aim is once you know it all, then you can literally sit there and just chunter it out and just like go through it, and that's genuinely what I do. I'll just sit there timing myself like, yeah, the 4 unities must be present, yeah, possession, interest, time, title, blah blah blah, and I'll go through it all like that. So it's fun, but it helps because when you're in the exam, obviously I know it backwards, and then I'll do little things to make sure that I know it. So like I'll play really like heavy music or like just like really off-putting things, so then if I can still say it all back and not be phased by like music playing, or like when I'm at the gym, like I'm on a run or something, I'll try and do it then. So if I'm not fazed by the distracting activities that I'm doing, then obviously in the exam the pressure is going to be about the same or less. So in the exam you can easily recite it back. So yeah, train for the worst, aim for the best.
A few moments later.
Little fun fact about me, when I get bored I just do stuff like Rubik's Cubes, because I feel like, you know, it just gets me in the mindset for doing studying. It doesn't, it's an excuse to do 5 minutes of something kind of fun. So here we are. I feel like I'm doing it the slowest I've ever done it. Boredom at its best. So now it is like 8 in the morning and it's gotten to that point where I emotionally just can't be bothered. So I'm thinking I'm going to take a stroll to the shops, buy some junk food and basically sit in bed and stick a film on before I go to the gym, because I feel like I'm done, to be honest. So I just found out that 13 Reasons Why season 2 is out, so basically I couldn't have picked a better time to get ice cream and just sit here and binge watch the episodes, because I've got like 3 hours until I need to get my life together, so I'm going to be here.
One side to every story. The plaintiffs will tell you what they believe to be Hannah's story, but nothing.
I really love this like court vibe they've got going. I'm just looking at it like so Americanized, it's unreal. Like before uni, this is what I genuinely thought a court like was like, and now I'm just like, no. No.
Later.
So right now it is like 8 PM. Basically we've got the exam paper and I'm just going through it to PBL it on my own, and I've got the notes that my firm made when they PBL'd it, and it's kind of a shock because I really didn't think tort would come up, and lo and behold the whole thing's on tort. So I've got to redo like my notes like that, so I thought it'd be a good opportunity for me to show you how I actually make the notes and the process of that, and also last minute stress revising. Yeah, basically we've got 40 hours now until the actual exam to I've got to redo my notes, memorise it and plan a few essays, so it's going to be a fun night, guys. It's going to be a fun night. So before I actually make the notes, I always make a list of the subject areas that the notes must cover. So when I actually make the notes, I always put the subject as a heading in red, the information is in black, and I always put key info such as cases and statutes in blue. This way it's easy for me to identify what the key information is, what the subject is, and then what the detailed bits are when I'm revising and when the information's on the wall. And once I've done a subject, boom, they can go up on the wall. Finally done. Thank God that exam was actually nicer than I thought it would be. The essay question was a lot nicer. Didn't even have to read the article that they provided for it. Such an intense 2 hours though. Literally wrote 20 pages, had to ask for like 4 additional booklets. I was that girl that was like, more paper. But genuinely, oh my God, I feel so cleansed, like you don't even know. As soon as the exam finished, we were like, pub? We're all going out tonight, so genuinely I'm so glad it's over. I can finally take all of this madness down, go back to my chilled lifestyle. God, bring on summer. I hope you enjoyed this little revision vlog. Sort of a bit late for some of you that have exams, but you know, next year this will come in handy. And yeah, until next time, I'm gonna have the latest summer of my life now, guys. I bet I'll be bored in like 2 days. But you know, I'm so glad to be done. Bye.
All around me are familiar faces, worn out